Hey guys, what is up? Rabbit Rock 666 here, Punk Society 24/7, The Unknown Vessel, Robert Espinosa, 𝕋𝕙𝕖𝕣, Robbie HG, Sandy Garcia, yeah, Punk Society 24/7. A long time ago, like about 12 years ago, I went to this place called San Diego Center for Children, and then I had to stay there. The story with that is I think I told you guys in my other live stream, uh, yeah, on my other live stream, that I went there. Nobody watches my live streams, which I don't care. I don't really care. But the reason why I went to San Diego Center for Children was because I brought airsoft guns to school, and then I got caught because I told one of my friends that I was going to shoot up the school, and I wanted him to join me. So that story, I did get caught, and the cops took me to the hospital, and then spent like 2 days there. I was on a 72-hour hold there at the hospital, and then I guess the next couple of days I went back to school. And they transferred me to San Diego Center for Children, where I stayed there for 8 months. Um, So yeah, I stayed there for 8 months, and then continue to do school there after the 8 months. Met a lot of good people there. Miss Gubins, Miss Anita, Mr. Tomas. Um, yeah, I even have I can show you guys the.
Seattle? $10.
Yeah, I didn't really have any friends. Well, I did have friends there, but like, yeah, I didn't have any autographs here, so I just drew on it. This is from the San Diego Center for Children Academy that I went to school at. Um, yeah, it has a lot of pictures in here. A lot of pictures. Yeah. That's where I met Julie. Um, that's not the girl I got in trouble with, but Julie was another girl that came here and only once. And then after that, I didn't see her anymore because we had to break it off because like me and her, they told us to separate. And then she was crying when I told her I was going to break up with her, and then that just broke her heart. I feel sorry that I broke up with Julie and all those people. But I mean, Julie, I am sorry. You know, I just, I guess she just couldn't wait for me or something like that. I told her to wait for me, but she cheated on me. And then, yeah. But after like I think a couple years after I met Julie. There was this girl named. There was also this girl named Ruth with glasses. She is right there. That's Ruth, and that's Julie. So yeah, those two went out. Those two, and then they ended up cheating on me. And Ruth, she actually stole money from me. Um, yeah, she stole money from me, and then yeah. Um, Saw her back in 2014, and then that was it. That was the last time I saw her. Then she moved to Tennessee or something like that, Mississippi or something like that. And then yeah, yeah. This was many years ago. Um, then, oh yeah, there's something I didn't tell you guys. So I met this guy named Xavier from San Diego Center for Children. I met him like because he was my bunkmate, and then we used to do a lot together. We used to hang out and all that. Me and him, and he was in San Diego like in 2018, and then like I guess he left because like I wasn't paying enough attention to him. You know, um, this was back in 2018 though. I wasn't paying enough attention to him, and then oh yeah, this is Xavier. I'll show you Xavier. That's Xavier right there. Right there, guys. That's Xavier, and that's Miss Cubans right there, and then Miss Anita, Mr. Sean right there. So yeah, I really miss Xavier, but he moved to like Arizona, I think. And a lot of my friends moved out, but yeah, I really miss them. You know, I wish they would come back, but I know they're not coming back. That's why I do these live streams because I'm showing my friends that I miss them. Yeah, I hardly go on Facebook anymore. Only to message people. And Instagram, I message people on there. So yeah, I usually just do live streams now. Um, yeah, like I said in my other videos. Um, yeah, there was a lot of bullies in some of my schools. That's why I took the airsoft guns to school. That's why I even have airsoft guns. Because I shouldn't even have. They took them away too, the airsoft guns. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a long topic because I have a lot to say. About that school because it was such a good school. I met so many good people, so many good people there. That I don't talk to anymore. You know. That was a good year. Well, it wasn't really a good year, but like, I mean, I met a lot of good people though, like Randy and Iron and Jeremy. Yeah, a lot of good people, and Patrice, and yeah, um, and Jackie. Yeah, on the scene of San Diego Center for Children, man. I like being funny, guys. By the way, I'm sometimes funny in my live stream. Sometimes I'm not. Depends. Uh, yeah, some good times. Over there at that place. They took me. They took me to. They took me to like Fashion Valley and all that. They took me to. They took me to a lot of places. A lot of good places. Um, yeah, a lot of good places. You know. They took me to the movies. They took me to Lupe's, the hot taco shop. I had the hot Cheetos burrito there. That was good, but it messed up my stomach. I couldn't have that anymore. I can't have that anymore. But yeah. Um. Yeah, this was many years ago, though. Let me take off my jacket. It's getting hot. Um. Yeah. Let's see. I'm at Gordon. Yeah, Gordon is. Let's see, which one's Gordon? This one's Gordon. He was in another homeroom class. I think he was my first roommate. No, I think he was my first roommate. Yeah. And Paul Moretti. Yeah, he was funny. Yeah. A lot of good people there, man. And Ariel actually got into a fight almost got into a fight with Xavier too. And then I remember someone threw a book at me. Someone just threw a book at me, and I almost had a concussion. Um, yeah, uh, there was bullies there at San Diego Center for Children too. Yeah, Merritt's another story though. I'm talking about San Diego Center for Children right now, but yeah, Merritt's another story, and Urban Skills is another story, and we're gonna catch up on stuff. It's like talking to friends. Friends I made in the past. And yeah, Julie was before Lily. Way before. You know, I met I met Lily back in 2017, 2018, 2017, and then we just clicked. But yeah, that's in my other stories. But yeah, um, let's see, what else do I talk about? Let's see, savings for children. I talked to you guys about that. I used to have so many airsoft equipment, so much airsoft equipment, that all got taken away because of the people, because of the social workers, they took that stuff away. So now I don't have them anymore. Now I just have some Nerf guns, but yeah. Um, yeah, I just like remembering my friends. That's like a thought that I've been having a lot. My friends and my family and all that. Um, yeah. Sorry, guys, I don't have a phone, but you guys can call me on my grandma's phone if you know it, or just message me from my grandma's phone or whatever. Um, yeah, I guess no one's watching it, but yeah. Um, yeah, I'm sorry that I haven't really been on here as much. But I mean, I have been on here a lot, but I haven't been on Facebook as much. I haven't really been on Instagram as much. Um, yeah, I just go on here on YouTube to talk about stuff. I don't really post on Facebook anymore. Or Instagram. I just look at my friends. But yeah. Um, yeah, many years ago. And I know, there's this guy named Tim that comes over every year. Tim and, yeah, Tim. He comes over every year and then we move on. That's a different story. Never mind. That's a different story. But me and Xavier used to go to SeaWorld a lot, because he was from that place, San Diego Center for Children. But back then in 2018, he was in drop court, and then I guess he met Lily, and then they didn't get along, and then he just left. He just left to go to his other friend's house in El Cajon, and then he left to Arizona. So I don't think so. Yeah, Xavier's not my friend anymore. You know, my grandma also said he was a narcissist. Um, yeah, he was a narcissist. Yeah. Um, yeah, I talk a lot about my friends because I really miss them. I miss Henry. I miss Xavier. And Henry used to talk to Xavier a lot. But Henry's not my friend anymore. I'll talk to you guys about that in a different video. About Henry and all that. About me and Henry. This video is 14 minutes long. Okay, let's see. What else do we talk about? Let's see. Yeah, I met a lot of good people there. Randy even told me. He even told me if you want to go home, then just go home. You know. And he was like, just go home and believe it. So I did go home. I got a Kindle when I got home, and then Ungrateful came out by Escape the Fate, and Falling in Reverse came out with their album Fashionably Late, I think, back in 2013. And then like it's still a lot of music, I really like the old Falling Universe and the old Escape the Fate. But yeah, I still like 𝕋𝕙𝕖𝕣𝕖, but yeah, that's another story. But yeah, um, yeah, San Diego Surfer Shoulder. Yeah, I got a Kindle Fire when after I went there. It was like so many presents, so many gifts. I was overloaded with gifts. So yeah, that was back in 2013 when I got out of the residential part, and then I just continued to go to school there, and then so many presents, so many gifts. And then a couple times Paul came over, and then yeah, Paul came over. He was funny with me. We were really funny with each other. You know. Yeah, we were really funny with each other. And yeah, this was many years ago. That was many years ago. But me and Paul, yeah. And then yeah, Hunter. Hunter said he was I don't think Hunter liked me. I'm not sure. Because I think he liked Julie, and then like yeah. Um, Julie was really funny with me, and then I took a picture of her with her in the bathroom, in my bathroom, and then yeah, we weren't doing anything sexual, but you know, we were just in the bathroom taking pictures. And then yeah, Julie's now skinny though because of all the drugs. I think that's what my friend Xavier said. Um, yeah, that's what my friend Xavier said. From all the drugs. Um, yeah, yeah. A lot of people went downhill. You know, Xavier went downhill because he got in a fight with his dad, and then he got sent to Job Corps, and then you know, um, I don't know how old you have to be. You have to be to go there. I'm not sure. Um, because I don't think I was ever sent there. I was only sent to San Diego Center for Children, and the group home, but that's another story. And I even talked about the group home in my other live streams. I talked to you a lot about like my recent my recent with many adventures I've had. And some recent adventures. I just come home and do my live streams, and you know, yeah, I might do a live stream with Tim this year. Yeah, I might do a live stream with Tim this year, and then we'll do a live stream, and then yeah. Um, he doesn't really like talking about school though, so yeah, I have to keep that topic to myself. Tim wasn't from San Diego Center for Children. Tim was from Urban Skills Center. I do have a yearbook about that, about Urban Skills Center. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, I spent like 28 years here. Um, I got in trouble a long time ago, like in my recent, like I said in my recent videos. So yeah, yeah. I don't really talk to those friends anymore. By the way, guys, I don't talk to Lily. I don't talk to any of them. No, that's another story. Uh, yeah. I guess that's all. That's all I'll say. But yeah, that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah. Uh, Check out my other live streams on Robbie Rock 666. Okay, they're really cool. Like I sing in my live streams and all that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I sing in my live streams. One of my live streams, I sang. I sang some songs and all that. Yeah. Uh, and check out my other stuff like the Unknown Vessel music and Robert Espinosa, Sandy Garcia, Punk Society 24/7. That's this one, and um, Robbie Rock 666, and then Robbie HG on Instagram. Okay, that's the behind the scenes footage of when I was making my music, and the other behind the scenes footage of when I was making my music is a girl named Broadway. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be like uh, that was my music. I'll talk about my music in another video. But yeah, okay. And if I didn't already, it's on Robbie Rock 666, the that account. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my live video. I don't think anybody's watching it, so it's okay. I don't really care. I just like making these. Just to keep a memory of me. Um, just in case if I die. Because I've been feeling like suicidal a lot. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.